Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fade, and you're listening to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. 5 beats, 5 reviews, that's what I do. And this is episode number 222. And we're going to kick it off right away with Bangers 8888 with Fly Snip. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Bangers 8888 with Fly Snip. Now, I'm not a big fan of sped up vocals, but in this case, I do like the way you used it because, the thing with the sped up vocals is that when they first came out years ago, I think what happened was a lot of guys were just trying to like overuse it, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like these, little vocal snippets, but they were sped up and they were just repeating them all the time and stuff. So it was just a big turn off for me or whatever. So, but I like how you used it because it actually blends in well with your melody. And I do like the part where it wasn't just a snippet, it went into like the whole singing, just like a little singing part and stuff. So that was interesting because I like the way, just the way you used it overall and all that. So I do like the melody, I do like the drums. I think the only complaint really was just the bass because in the mix the bass is very, very, very heavy and stuff. That 808, very bassy and all that stuff. So if you can just get that under control and fix that in the mix, then yeah, you'd be good to go because the rest is pretty good, and it's surprising because, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the high pitched vocals and stuff, but because some of them in the past, they sound like like a chipmunk style or whatever. So but no, this is good though. I like it. So just the bass. That's it. All right. So next up, we've got Fury Beats with the Manhattan Project. Let's check it out. Alright. Okay, so that was Fury Beats with the Manhattan Project. And this one, I love that piano. It's so dope. It just sounds really, really good. And it fits so well with the drums, Like, I wasn't sure what kind of drums would drop in, but you just kept the whole thing gutter. I love it, It's just a really good fit and all that. So I was hoping for some sort of, like, I guess a change up or whatnot, but at least you had, some variation where you took some parts out and all that stuff. So that was good. The only thing is that the vocals, when you brought that in and stuff, I just think that was a bad choice, in the mix overall with those vocals and stuff. So I don't know, like, if you're using it, I don't know if that comes from the same sample as the piano or whatever, but I just find it's not in the same tune as the piano and whatnot. So maybe instead of those vocals, like, just swap that out for some sort of like light strings to go in that spot or something. I don't know. That would have been my choice instead of those vocals, but it depends, right? It depends on samples. A lot of samples, will clash and whatnot and stuff. So it's hard to get the right tune and whatnot. But I think that was the only bad choice was the vocal spot. So maybe with some strings instead, it would be a lot better. But besides that, yeah, I really like that piano and the drums, keeping it gutter. All right, so next up we got Press Bible Thump with Beautiful Feet. That's interesting. All right, let's check it out. Alright. I guess that was Press Bible Thump with Beautiful Feet. And, this was interesting because I like that background synth you have that just repeats and all that. Because I like to do stuff like that, but with samples, of course, and where I just, take a little snippet of something and I just repeat it in the background because it just lays a nice foundation and it just, fills out that space so you don't have like a choppy feel to the beat or whatever, to the melody. So I do like that, but I did notice though, like at some points it did sound like that background synth was just going off a bit, like a little off grid. I could be wrong, maybe it was the drum parts, I don't know, but it did sound like it was more like the synth. And so you might want to check that part. But the drums, I do like the drum work, except there were a couple spots where I think the kicks, there was a little too many kicks in certain spots. So, but other than that, it does sound good. It blends in well, and then you bring in the other synth on top and stuff, which could have been a little bit louder in the mix, but still was good. But what I really liked was that change up you brought in. That was nice, So maybe, if you do something a little more with that or whatever, I really like that change up. That was just a nice, gutter sound and all that stuff. And it's like I can picture, that obviously being like a hook or something. I like that change up a lot. So that was very nice. But yeah, definitely checking that background synth. It did sound like it was a bit off a couple times and all that stuff. But yeah, other than that, yeah, just that part. All right. So next up, we've got Chamba Beats with Boot Camp. Let's check it out. All right. I guess that was Chamba Beats with Boot Camp. This one was good because, first of all, the drum work. It right away it made me think of like it was like a military style, like a boot camp style, because you have the drum work, the way the drums were and stuff. So very good job on the drum patterns. I like that. I do like the whole atmosphere of this beat. It's really, really good and stuff. So you didn't do too much with it, but you didn't have to, because it still came off with that whole like military vibe, so that's why I really liked about it, especially the drum work and all that stuff. But I'm listening to it, I'm thinking like, yeah, this sounds like something I could definitely hear, like the background music in some military movie or something, like the guys are coming in, they just they just like special forces, they just got to the compound, they just blow the door off the hinges, they're going in, they're looking for some guy from like Iran or something, yeah, and something like that. But yeah, I like it, but definitely the drum work is really good, and the whole atmosphere of this beat, I really like it. So good job on that. All right, so next up we've got the last beat. It's VJ Retro with "Running from My Past." Let's check it out. Right. Okay, so that was VJ Retro. We're running from my past. And with this one, you know, I really like that vocal snippet, and especially when the drums come in and you're still using it, right? It just like cuts off and stuff. I love that kind of sound. It sounds really, really good. The drums are on point for sure. And I do like what you have, this nice loop that you have going on and stuff. I was expecting though, like a main melody or something else on top after, let's say, the first, you know, 8 bars or whatever, you know. So because right away I was thinking like definitely you're gonna have some strings on this or something. That's what I was hoping for. So that's what I was expecting. So maybe if you had some sort of strings, something like that on top of what you have, because what you have to me, it sounds like a good foundation. It's really good. I would put a little something on top, just like that, or maybe whatever sample you have that you're working with. If there's some other part that you can put on top, you know, thin it out a bit or whatever, just to put on top, whatever. But the vocal snippets definitely carry this, and it's really well done. But yeah, I was definitely expecting some strings and whatnot. So, but still, it's good. I like it, and yeah, thumbs up. All right, so that's it from me. I'm Mr. Fade. This is Attack of the Beats. Keep sending your beats in. I'll keep reviewing them. And my favorite beat is, the winner is, drum roll please. Chamba Beats with Boot Camp. Let's check it out.